Welcome to BookBuzz Reviews and Summaries. Imagine waking up each day with a laser-sharp focus, knowing exactly what you need to do to accomplish your goals. What if there was one simple habit that could transform your life, eliminate procrastination, and drive you toward success in ways you've never thought possible? In No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline, Brian Tracy reveals the game-changing secret behind the most successful individuals, self-discipline. This powerful book dives deep into the art of mastering your actions, your thoughts, and your behaviors to conquer any obstacle standing between you and your dreams. Whether you're looking to excel in your career, improve your health, or strengthen relationships, Tracy lays out a clear, actionable roadmap to achieving lasting success. With practical tools, real-world examples, and a no-nonsense approach, No Excuses isn't just a book, it's a call to action. You'll learn how to break through your limits, develop unstoppable momentum, and create a life filled with achievement. Are you ready to stop making excuses and start seeing real results? Stay tuned, because this book will change the way you think about discipline and your potential forever. Part 1. Self-Discipline and Personal Success. Brian Tracy begins No Excuses with a compelling premise. Success in life is not the result of luck, talent, or external circumstances. Instead, it's the outcome of mastering self-discipline. Through a series of relatable anecdotes, hard truths, and actionable advice, Tracy sets the stage for readers to transform their lives by taking complete responsibility for their actions and decisions. Chapter 1. The Miracle of Self-Discipline. Imagine a young Brian Tracy standing at a crossroads. He wasn't born wealthy or privileged. He had no connections to fall back on. Yet, through sheer grit and relentless self-discipline, he rose to become a successful businessman, speaker, and author. He opens with this story to show that self-discipline is the great equalizer. It levels the playing field, giving everyone the tools to achieve extraordinary success. Tracy introduces self-discipline as the ability to make yourself do what you should do, whether you feel like it or not. He emphasizes a hard truth: there are no shortcuts to success. The difference between high achievers and everyone else isn't intelligence or talent, but the willingness to do the hard things consistently. Key lessons from this chapter include the law of cause and effect. Everything happens for a reason. Your habits, choices, and actions determine your outcomes. If you develop disciplined habits, you'll naturally achieve better results. The importance of responsibility. Tracy stresses that taking full responsibility for your life is the first step toward self-discipline. Stop blaming others or external circumstances. Your success is in your hands. Through engaging stories of successful individuals, Tracy paints a vivid picture of how discipline shapes lives. He challenges the reader. Are you ready to take control of your life? Are you ready to trade short-term comfort for long-term rewards? Chapter 2. The Foundation of Success. Picture a sturdy building standing tall against the test of time. Its strength lies not in its design or aesthetics, but in its foundation. Similarly, Tracy argues that self-discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. Without it, even the most talented individuals will falter. In this chapter, Tracy reveals a powerful framework for developing self-discipline. He introduces the concept of the 3 pillars of success. 1. Clarity. You must know exactly what you want. Set clear goals and write them down. Without clarity, you're like a ship without a rudder. 2. Competence. Develop the skills and knowledge required to achieve your goals. The more competent you become, the more confident and disciplined you'll be. 3. Concentration. Focus is the key to execution. Avoid distractions and commit to doing one thing at a time. Through vivid examples, Tracy brings these principles to life. He tells the story of an athlete who rose to stardom not because of innate talent, but because of relentless discipline in training, learning, and focusing on his goals. Tracy challenges readers to take a hard look at their lives. Are you clear about what you want? Are you continuously improving? Are you focused, or are you letting distractions rob you of your potential? Chapter 3: Self-Discipline and Personal Responsibility. Here, Tracy introduces one of the book's most profound ideas. If it's to be, it's up to me. He argues that the moment you stop blaming external factors for your problems, you unlock the power to change your life. Tracy shares a deeply personal story of a friend who is stuck in a dead-end job, constantly complaining about his boss, the economy, and bad luck. One day, after a tough conversation, the friend realized that he was the common denominator in all his problems. That realization sparked a transformation. By taking responsibility, he turned his life around, proving that self-discipline starts with owning your situation. Key lessons include: stop blaming, start acting. Every time you blame someone or something else, you give away your power. Take ownership and you'll feel empowered to take action. Practice self-denial. Discipline often means saying no to immediate gratification in favor of long-term goals. Whether it's skipping dessert or staying late to finish a project, self-denial builds strength. Commit to lifelong learning. Tracy emphasizes that self-discipline includes the commitment to constant growth. He shares examples of successful people who credit their achievements to relentless learning. Tracy leaves the reader with a powerful question: what excuses are you making right now, and how can you take responsibility instead? Chapter 4: Self-Discipline and Goal Setting. Imagine a master archer aiming at a target. Without a clear bullseye, even the best archer would miss. Tracy uses this metaphor to explain the critical role of goals in self-discipline. Without clear goals, self-discipline becomes aimless effort. Tracy guides readers through his proven goal-setting process. 1. Write down your goals. The simple act of writing your goals creates clarity and commitment. 2. Make them specific. Vague goals lead to vague results. Instead of saying, "I want to lose weight," say, "I will lose 10 pounds by exercising 5 times a week and eating healthy meals." 3. Break them down. Large goals can feel overwhelming. Break them into smaller, manageable tasks. 4. Take action daily. Discipline is built through consistent action. Even small steps can create momentum. He shares inspiring stories of individuals who achieve the impossible by setting and committing to clear goals. One memorable example is a young entrepreneur who turned a small idea into a multi-million-dollar business simply by following a disciplined goal-setting routine. Tracy closes the chapter with a call to action. Take 10 minutes to write down your top goals right now. Then ask yourself, what's one step I can take today to move closer to my goal? Chapter 5: The Power of Self-Discipline in Daily Life. In this chapter, Tracy zooms in on the small, daily choices that determine long-term success. He argues that self-discipline isn't just about big decisions. It's about the countless small decisions you make every day. Key lessons from this chapter include: the power of habits. Discipline becomes easier when it's habitual. Tracy shares practical tips for building good habits, like starting small, staying consistent, and using positive reinforcement. Eliminating procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of self-discipline. Tracy offers actionable strategies to overcome it, such as breaking tasks into smaller steps and using the 2-minute rule to get started. Mastering time management. Tracy introduces the concept of prioritization, urging readers to focus on high-value tasks that move them closer to their goals. Through relatable examples and practical tips, Tracy inspires readers to take control of their daily lives. He leaves them with this powerful reminder: your daily habits and decisions shape your destiny. Part 2: Self-Discipline in Key Areas of Life. With Part 1 providing a solid foundation, Tracy shifts gears in Part 2 to demonstrate how self-discipline can be applied to the most important aspects of life. Each chapter builds on the principle that disciplined actions lead to meaningful, lasting results. Chapter 6: Self-Discipline and Personal Excellence. Picture a sculptor chipping away at a block of marble, refining it until it becomes a masterpiece. Tracy uses this metaphor to explain that personal excellence is the result of disciplined self-improvement over time. In this chapter, Tracy urges readers to view themselves as lifelong projects. To succeed, you must continually work to become the best version of yourself. He emphasizes 3 pillars of personal excellence. 1. Continuous learning. Tracy calls it the golden hour rule. Spend the first hour of your day learning something new. He shares how he turned his life around by dedicating just 30 minutes each morning to reading self-development books. 2. Skill mastery. Identify the key skills required in your field and focus on mastering them. Tracy illustrates this with the story of a salesperson who doubled his income by committing to learn one new selling technique every week. 3. The power of reflection. Discipline involves regularly evaluating your performance and seeking ways to improve. Tracy describes how journaling and self-reflection can help you track progress and refine your strategies. As the chapter concludes, Tracy leaves readers inspired. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, mastering your craft and living a life of excellence. What can you start doing today to make that vision a reality? Chapter 7. Self-discipline and financial independence. Money, often seen as a source of stress, becomes a powerful tool when approached with discipline. Tracy begins this chapter with a vivid story of 2 friends. One spent recklessly, always chasing fleeting pleasures, while the other practiced financial discipline, saving and investing wisely. Years later, their lives were starkly different. The lesson? Financial success is built on self-discipline. Tracy outlines the habits of financially successful individuals. 1. Spend less than you earn. It sounds simple, but it requires discipline to resist the temptation of instant gratification. Tracy shares actionable tips, like budgeting and distinguishing between wants and needs. 2. Save and invest regularly. Even small amounts can grow into substantial wealth over time through the power of compound interest. Tracy provides a powerful example of a young professional who began saving just 10% of his income and retired a millionaire. 3. Eliminate debt. Tracy likens debt to quicksand. It traps you and prevents you from moving forward. He shares practical strategies for paying off debts, starting with the smallest balance to build momentum. Throughout this chapter, Tracy's tone is encouraging. He reassures readers that financial discipline is a skill anyone can develop, regardless of their current situation. Your financial freedom begins with the decision to live within your means and take control of your money, he declares. Chapter 8. Self-discipline and health. Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life, Tracy says, emphasizing the critical role of physical health in overall success. He begins the chapter by recounting a personal story of how poor health once threatened to derail his career. It was only through disciplined lifestyle changes that he regained his energy and focus. Tracy identifies 3 key areas of health where self-discipline plays a transformative role. 1. Exercise. Consistent physical activity isn't just about looking good. It boosts energy, mental clarity, and resilience. Tracy shares the story of a busy executive who transformed his life by committing to 30 minutes of exercise 5 days a week. 2. Nutrition. Discipline means choosing foods that nourish your body rather than indulging in unhealthy cravings. Tracy offers practical tips, like planning meals and avoiding processed foods. 3. Rest and recovery. Sleep is often overlooked, but it's essential for peak performance. Tracy urges readers to adopt disciplined sleep habits, such as maintaining a regular bedtime and avoiding screens before bed. Through vivid examples and motivational advice, Tracy paints a clear picture. Taking care of your health is not a luxury, but a necessity. He challenges readers to view their health as an investment and commit to small, consistent improvements. Chapter 9. Self-discipline and family. Tracy pivots to one of life's most meaningful areas, relationships with family. He recounts heartwarming stories of individuals who use self-discipline to nurture their families, even amidst demanding careers. Key principles include 1. Prioritizing quality time. Discipline means carving out time for your loved ones, no matter how busy you are. Tracy shares the story of a father who implemented family nights every week, transforming his relationship with his children. 2. Effective communication. Listening actively and expressing appreciation requires effort but strengthens bonds. Tracy provides practical tips like the habit of saying thank you and I love you daily. 3. Modeling discipline. Children learn from what they see. Tracy urges parents to model self-discipline in their own lives, demonstrating the values of hard work, respect, and responsibility. The chapter concludes with a touching reminder. In the end, your greatest legacy is the love and lessons you leave with your family. Chapter 10. Self-discipline and goal achievement. Building on the foundation of goal setting from Part 1, Tracy delves deeper into the discipline required to achieve meaningful goals. He describes how self-discipline bridges the gap between dreaming and doing. Key strategies include 1. Breaking goals into milestones. Large goals can feel overwhelming. By breaking them into smaller, manageable steps, you create a clear roadmap. Point 2. Daily focus. Discipline involves working on your goals every single day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Tracy shares the story of an aspiring writer who completed a novel by committing to write 500 words daily. 3. Overcoming obstacles. Challenges are inevitable, but discipline helps you persevere. Tracy emphasizes the importance of mental resilience and shares techniques for staying motivated, such as visualizing success and celebrating small wins. Tracy's storytelling keeps the reader engaged, weaving in anecdotes of ordinary people achieving extraordinary results through disciplined effort. He leaves readers inspired. Your goals are within reach if you have the discipline to pursue them relentlessly. Part 3. Overcoming obstacles and staying disciplined. In Part 3, Tracy takes readers to the next level: how to maintain self-discipline in the face of setbacks and distractions. He recognizes that the path to success is rarely a straight line, and how we deal with obstacles is often what separates the successful from those who give up. Through stories, strategies, and practical advice, Tracy offers a comprehensive approach to sticking with our goals, even when life gets tough. Chapter 11. The Role of Persistence in Success. Tracy starts Part 3 by discussing one of the most important qualities needed for success: persistence. He likens persistence to a muscle. It becomes stronger the more you use it. He emphasizes that while talent and intelligence are important, persistence is what truly determines success. Through the story of a young entrepreneur who faced multiple business failures but eventually became a millionaire by refusing to give up, Tracy illustrates that the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is often the ability to keep going after facing disappointment. Success is the result of persistence, not perfection, he states, urging readers to embrace failure as a stepping stone rather than an obstacle. Tracy identifies key habits of persistent people. 1. Commitment to the end goal. Maintaining unwavering focus on your end goal, even when faced with distractions or difficulties. 2. Resilience to setbacks. Rather than letting setbacks define you, resilient people treat them as temporary obstacles that can be overcome with effort. 3. Daily progress. Small, consistent steps lead to big achievements over time. Tracy stresses that even on the toughest days, taking one step forward is all you need. This chapter leaves readers with a clear message: keep going.
Keep pushing.
The only time you truly fail is when you stop trying. Chapter 12. Self-discipline and overcoming procrastination. This chapter tackles one of the most common barriers to success: procrastination. Tracy calls procrastination the silent killer of success and encourages readers to confront it head-on. Tracy starts with a relatable story about a man who kept delaying an important project and eventually lost out on an opportunity because of his inability to take action. He explains that procrastination is often fueled by fear of failure, fear of success, or fear of the unknown. By identifying the root cause of procrastination, Tracy asserts, we can begin to break the cycle. He shares practical tools to overcome procrastination. 1. The 5-minute rule. Tracy suggests breaking tasks down into manageable chunks. If you feel overwhelmed, commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part, and once you begin, momentum builds. 2. The Eat That Frog technique. Inspired by Mark Twain's famous quote, Tracy advocates doing the hardest task of the day first. By tackling the most difficult challenge when you're at your freshest, you gain a sense of accomplishment and momentum that carries you through the rest of the day. 3. Time blocking. Tracy advises blocking out specific times during the day to focus solely on important tasks. This eliminates distractions and creates a routine that encourages action. By the end of the chapter, readers understand that discipline is the antidote to procrastination, and it's up to them to break the cycle of delay by taking deliberate action. Chapter 13. The Power of Positive Thinking. In this chapter, Tracy delves into the profound impact that positive thinking has on self-discipline and success. He explains that while we cannot control every aspect of our lives, we can control our mindset. This mental control is what differentiates those who push through adversity and those who crumble under pressure. Tracy shares a compelling story of a man who turned his life around by changing his thinking patterns. Once a person filled with self-doubt and negativity, he made a conscious decision to replace these thoughts with positive affirmations. Over time, this shift in mindset led to incredible success in his career and personal life. Key takeaways from this chapter. 1. The power of affirmations. Tracy emphasizes the importance of affirmations, positive, present-tense statements about your goals. He suggests starting each day with a few minutes of affirmations to set a positive tone. 2. Visualization. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. This technique helps program your subconscious to align with your desires, making success feel inevitable. 3. Surround yourself with positivity. Tracy stresses the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences, whether it's reading inspiring books, spending time with uplifting people, or consuming motivational content. The chapter concludes with a powerful statement: your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. If you think positive, you will act positively. Chapter 14. The importance of taking responsibility. This chapter shifts the focus to personal accountability. Tracy explains that successful people take 100% responsibility for their actions, behaviors, and outcomes. They never blame others or circumstances for their failures. Instead, they focus on what they can control, their own behavior and decisions. He shares the story of a manager who blamed the economy, the government, and his employees for his company's poor performance. Once he took responsibility for the situation and changed his approach, he was able to turn the business around. Tracy emphasizes that personal responsibility is the key to unlocking self-discipline and achieving success. Steps to developing personal responsibility. 1. Stop making excuses. The most successful people don't make excuses for their actions. They find ways to get things done regardless of the obstacles. 2. Take action. Responsibility means taking immediate and effective action, even when things go wrong. Tracy describes how people who embrace responsibility don't wait for the perfect moment. They make things happen. 3. Own your successes and failures. When you take ownership of your successes, you acknowledge the work you put in. Likewise, owning your failures allows you to learn from mistakes and improve. This chapter challenges readers to look inward and ask, how much of my success or failure is the result of my own decisions? Chapter 15. Staying disciplined for the long haul. In the final chapter of Part 3, Tracy explores how to maintain self-discipline for the long term. He acknowledges that achieving great success doesn't happen overnight. It requires sustained effort over time. He urges readers to focus on the process rather than obsessing over the results. Tracy highlights the importance of consistency, even when the rewards seem distant or unclear. He uses the example of an athlete who trains daily for years without immediate recognition, knowing that success will eventually come through persistent effort. Key lessons from this chapter. 1. Embrace the journey. Focus on the process, not just the end goal. Find joy and satisfaction in the daily routine, even when the results aren't immediately visible. 2. Celebrate small wins. Tracy advises celebrating small milestones along the way. These moments of recognition keep you motivated and remind you that progress is being made. 3. Build a legacy of discipline. Think of self-discipline as a lifelong habit. As you continue to practice it, it becomes part of your identity. Over time, the results will speak for themselves. The chapter ends with a final motivational push. Discipline is the bridge between where you are today and where you want to be. Stay the course, and success will eventually come. Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Happy learning!